What's up, guys? I'm back with another YouTube video, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use this simple, easy trading strategy. This trading strategy has helped me make thousands of dollars in the stock market. It's very easy for a beginner, intermediate, expert, whatever you might be. If you're trying to day trade and intraday day trade in the markets, whether it's SPY, QQQ, honestly, any individual stocks, this can help as well. It's super easy. It's called the 15-minute opening range. Now let me show you how you can do it yourself. So what you're gonna do, let's go into replay mode. I'm Central Time, so I'm looking at 8:45 right here, 15 minutes after the market has been open. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. We got the candle here. So we're gonna mark that candle wick high and that candle wick low. So this is our range right here. This is our zone. This is our no trade zone right here. This is where I will not take a trade on SPY, QQQ, individual stocks, whatever it might be. I will not take a trade inside that zone because technically that is just chop inside that 15-minute opening range. So what we want to see is it to break above, retest, enter longs or calls right here, and then target our whatever we're targeting, our next level high. And then same thing for vice versa to the downside. So if we break to the downside, retest, that's where we want to see, because the reason why we wait for a retest is because sometimes on the higher time frame, so like if you're looking at the hourly or 4 hour, sometimes they'll break below and grab liquidity and then push higher. So how you can prevent that is you can either wait for the 15-minute candle close below and hold underneath. So you're gonna wait for a 15-minute candle close below. So after this candle, wait for it to close below or above, and then a confirmation candle. That's basically just a retest candle I'm about to show you on a smaller time frame. So, or you're gonna wanna wait for a price to break below, retest, confirm that we're staying underneath because it's rejecting right here, and then a push lower and target whatever you're targeting down here. Now let's do the replay mode. Let's see what happens. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame, because typically that's where my entries will be off of, is the 5-minute time frame. So as you can see, all right, so right here, we're starting to close below. What you could do is enter off of these candles, because we have the close right here below on this candle at 8:50, and then we have these two candles that are really wicky. So me personally, during the trading hours, I might not enter a candle that's wicking like this, but I will say that is okay because we've had, what, 3 candles underneath. So what we would do is go to the short position, put our stop loss up here. Your entry should be as close as you can get to this wick low right here. And then as you can see, we made a candle right here, but then we rejected with the next candle. And then we continue to trend down. So the best thing about this is that not only you could be done within the first 2 hours of trading in your session, but also if you want to trade later, you can see that this opening zone, let's just mark this. This is the 15-minute opening range. This zone is used throughout the day as a support and resistance as well. So as you can see, we kept rejecting that zone right there. I mean, price inside this zone, I will not trade even throughout the rest of the day. Look at this. Rejected it again, technically. We rejected it again. And then we try for a third time, and then we reject it once again. So the best thing about the 15-minute opening range is that it can be, I know we treat it as a trade off the first 2 hours, but in any day after the first 15 minutes, that zone can be respected as a support or resistance, because I have seen this as well. So let's say we break below, we trade below, we won some money here, whatever. Say the market is just has some really good news and gets really bullish, right? And you're like, well, Brittain, you said don't trade in this zone. Well, typically that is 100% true. But this zone, this line right here, can act as a support. So say we break above, we retest, and we're holding this right here as a support. You can enter longs right there and then put your long position like this. You break below, then you get out and you target maybe the opening range high. But the best A+ setup would be, let's get these lines off of here. The best A+ setup would be this. You break above, cool. Break back out, and then use this as a support. Now we're back above the 15-minute opening range. And that is typically, I've seen this used as a support many times after a bearish day. Once we break it back above this opening range, you can use this as a support, enter some longs or calls, and then target your high. The best thing about this is it helps you find an important zone / levels for the entire trading day. And most of the time, like 90% of the time, price will respect it and tell you what it's doing around it. And what I mean by that is over here, it respected it. It dropped below it, respected, retested, rejected. Right here, this is what I would call chop. I mean, there's no trades. I mean, you can scalp these trades, but for me personally, I don't like to trade that right there. Say if this would have happened, this scenario, we could have traded some calls right here with a tight stop loss, and the same thing with up here. This would have been a better setup. This right here, I'm going to get some of these lines off of here for you. But originally, the 15-minute opening range is best right after market's been open. Like right after it's been broke for the first time of the day. That is like, I mean, you can see that's where the big money is at. And then as well as when you break it to the upside. Lucky for you, if you don't know really how to do it on your own and you would rather an indicator, check this out. I have an indicator for my trading community that marks out the 15-minute opening range by itself. Right after the first 15-minute candle has been formed, you can see right here, this wick low, this wick high, it forms this for you and pops it up on your screen and marks it as a blue zone. You can change the color if you want, but it marks it as a blue zone. And that helps me visualize it better because it does it by itself. And then also know that zone is a no trade zone. So that's really cool. It also helps by marking all these levels. You got the pre-market high of day, previous high of day, VWAP, pre-market low of day, and previous low of day. So I like this because it helps me kind of like without zooming out and going to different time frames. It just kind of tells me everything I need to know for that trading day. Marks out the 15-minute opening range, gives me the momentum indicator, which is the EMAs, and then gives me all these important levels for the day as well. These levels can be used as support, can be used as resistances, can be used as price targets, and that's the great thing about it. It marks all these levels out for you. So if you're interested in that, if you're not already in the Discord, join the Discord. The description is down below. You join, and then once you join, you can get access to this TradingView indicator. And another great thing about this indicator, or just the 15-minute opening range, is that this strategy works for all stocks. Like AMD was trading in this 15-minute opening range, broke. Wow, I didn't even notice this. Broke out of its 15-minute opening range right here. Broke out, right? Came back, retested this, which would have been the best entry for this because then you would do this long position, stop loss inside the 15-minute opening range, and then send this to whatever target you had, and then enter some calls. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that this works for all individual stocks and ETFs. As you can see, we have our previous high of day, pre-market low of day, pre-market high of day, all that good stuff, and it pops up on your TradingView. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video. I know I was yapping a lot, but I really wanted everyone to understand this. It's just so simple and easy, and if I would have learned this in my first year of trading, I would have been a lot more profitable in my beginning years of trading like that because it's just such an easy trading strategy. Anyone can do this. If you want access to my free Discord, go to discord.gg/Oasis Alerts. We have 56,000 members and we're constantly growing. If you want possibly a free stock and you don't trade on the app Webull or Robinhood, you can use my free link and we will both get a free stock. That is also in the description down below. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.